Start the class now.
Welcome all. Namaskaram Guruji. We
Okay.
are live.
Okay, thank you. Let's start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Makratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryanta Mande Guru Paramparam Srutismati Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankara Acharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Putra Bhashyakatam Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Yomapatyapta Dehaja Dakshina Murte Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimyai Stavaihi Vedai Sanga Padakramo Panishader Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyana Bastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswati Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatma Bhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhaswata Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate Jnanam Gneyam Jnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham Pavitramiha Vidyate Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddhaha Kalenatmani Vindati Jnanena Tutatajnanam Esham Nashitamatmanaha Esham Adityavajnanam Prakashayati Tatparam Yathaidhamsi Samidhoknihi Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna Jnanagni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha Isya Sarve Samarambhaha Kama Sankalpa Varjitaha Jnanagni Dagdha Karmanam Tamahu Panditam Budhaha Om Shanti 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 Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Shashthodhyayah Dhyana Yogaha Om Narayana Parom Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantastvime Lokaha Tattadvipaja Medini Om. Shloka number 4, right? Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Yada Hinendriyartheshu Nakarma Swanusajjate Sarva Sankalpa Sanyasi Yoga Rudhastadochyate. Lakshmi, you want to chant? Okay.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Yada Hinendriyartheshu Nakarmasvanusajjate Sarva Sankalpa Sanyasi Yoga Rudhastadochyate.
Very good. All of us together. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Yada Hinendriyartheshu Nakarmasvanusajjate Sarva Sankalpa Sanyasi Yoga Rudhastadochyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Adam Swagatam. Hearty welcome to the next session on the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Is called as Dhyana Yoga or Atma Samyama Yoga. So we are now discussing the key steps. What are the steps one should master in the process of meditation? Traditional meditation. I have to underline that again and again and again. In the NRS, there is commercial meditation, there is traditional meditation. Commercial meditation is meditation. So this is Dhyanam, traditional meditation. So now I hope I have given enough time to all of you. Can take this ebook with you, please. Can you open it? Because that gives the clear steps. So go to page number 2. Okay. A logical breakup of Dhyana Yoga has been given. What is logical breakup? Means what? Different sections in the same chapter have been what? Allocated different topics, so that you get a clear idea how the Dhyana Yoga is being structured and how can you master Dhyanam. Shlokas 1 to 9 that we are doing, where Bhagavan is talking about sannyasam, karma yoga, what is dhyanam, what is dhyana yoga, and all those things, falls in the category of what I told in the first class as Bahiranga Sadhanam. Write down. Bahirangam means, I told you, imagine that when you are going to do meditation, you are in a circle, sitting in a place. Suppose you say, every day morning, 6 o'clock, I'll do meditation, dhyanam. So, while you go and sit down and start, just before starting, what all the certain things you need to do, that is called as antaranga sadhanam. So, antaha angam, that means what? The activities to be done, what the limbs, the auxiliary activities to be done just before. Antaha means what? Within. Imagine that you are in a dhyana place. When you enter that place, what you're going to do is called antaranga sadhanam. Outside that, will be for how many hours will be outside the dhyana circle? Imagine. Suppose in a day you are doing dhyanam for 15 minutes, let us say. In Satish Nishchal, 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Then for how many minutes or how many hours you are outside the dhyanam? Anybody? 23 hours? 45 minutes. Abba, simple calculation. Nah. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, right? So 23 hours, 45 minutes, you are outside the dhyana circle, and that is called as what? Outside dhyanam. And there are certain practices you have to do consistently with commitment and constancy. That is called as Bahiranga Sadhana. Write down. That means what? From morning to night, day in and day out, week after week, month after month, year after year, you have to do it consistently. Nah, is it like a punishment? No. If you know how to integrate this in your life, you'll enjoy it, I'll tell you. Because all the activities you're doing throughout the day will culminate in an excellent experience during dhyanam. We will discover one by one why each one is very important. I'll give you some example. For example, one should not, Bhagavan is going to say later, one should not eat too much, nor should you eat too less. Somebody eats a lot, at the time of dhyanam, you will fall asleep. So you will not be able to do dhyanam. If you eat very little, at the time of dhyanam, you will feel very hungry. Ice cream, all this, late chips, all that will come into the mind. Let me close your eyes. Simple example. You understand what I'm saying? Like that, including food and sleep, everything should be done systematically, correctly, consistently, of the right proportion, neither more nor less. Got it? So, that is called what? Bahiranga Sadhanam. So, in slokas 1 to 9, Bhagavan is talking about Bahiranga Sadhana. Means, since Bhagavan is teaching Atma Dhyanam, write down, Bhagavan's teaching in Bhagavad Gita, in Dhyana Yoga, is Atma Swarupa Dhyanam. The first step that we talk about as Bahiranga Sadhana are all connected with Atma Jnanam. Are you getting what I'm saying? What are the steps for Atma Jnanam? First step, you should do karma properly. Then you should do karma with karma yoga attitude and get chitta shuddhi. And then study Vedanta Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, understand Vedanta. Then you will get a glimpse of Atman. Clear? That Atman is what Bhagavan is teaching how to meditate in this chapter. So, all the steps Bhagavan is going to say will be consistent with what? All that we have learned till now. Have you not learned the Atma Swarupam? Second chapter. Atma Anatma Vivekaha. 10 commandments. You learned or not? That should be there in the mind. Karma Yoga, Bhagavan has taught systematically. That should be practiced consistently to the extent possible. 211, 225, correct. Then, most importantly, Bhagavan is going to talk about Indriya Nigraham and Mano Nigraham. Write down. Indriya Nigraha means a certain amount of mastery over sense organs. That means what? Sense organs will not drive you. You will have control over your sense organs. Right, Roshan Kumar? You see, just before the Gita class, example I'm giving. You switch on the TV. You see something that's very interesting, some film, something very interesting. Vijayendra, all youngsters, right? If you don't have control over your mind and sense organs, your mind will get pulled by the TV program or whatever you're seeing, and then you will say, what is Gita class? Forget. Yes or no? Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? IPL, okay, Satish, IPL, correct. If your favorite team is playing, then what happens? Very practical, no? See, Gita is very practical. You have to, no, sometimes you laugh about yourself. There's nothing to be worried about it, correct? What? Vijay correct? So, that means what? If you're disciplined, even though initially, whatever that, no, before that class, something is very interesting and is pulling you, you should have a sense of control and say, enough. Abhi, waqt aa gaya, to band karo TV ko, sit down in Gita class. Your mind should say that. It's saying, that's the reason you're sitting in Gita class, correct? Yes or no? Sure. Many people would have been tuning to IPL match. Sometimes their interesting team is coming. They'll say, Gita class. Gita class or IPL? What should I do? Then you choose the right one. And if you choose the right one, that means what? You have a mastery over sense organs. Now we extend this to all other activities. Now Gita class is slightly, what? Interesting, and satsang is happening. When people are not around, when there is no guru to guide you, when your mind is going in a different direction, when you are able to exercise control even then, when you are alone. Are you getting the point? By giving example of this TV and IPL, I'm taking you to the next level. Are you able to exercise the control? And next level is, sometimes you'll be able to exercise control, correct? Sometimes you're not able to, correct? It's like up and down. How can you increase the frequency of control? How can you be consistent? It's a self-measurement, slowly, slowly. Bhagavan is going to teach beautiful techniques, I'm telling you. So through that process, you will be able to establish control over your sense organs and mind. That is called as Indriya Nigraha and Mano Nigraha. In different languages, Indriya Nigraham, Mano Nigraham. Clear? Rendu visargam. People will not find it easy. Can you write down? So, karma yoga. In summary, Bahiranga sadhana, I'm telling you. Karma yoga, Indriya Nigraham, Mano Nigraham, and to some extent, Atma Anatma Vivekam. All Sanskrit words. Are you comfortable? Can you all know? Slowly learn some Sanskrit. Through Bhagavad Gita, you can learn Sanskrit very easily. So write down Bahiranga Sadhana. In addition to what you have got in the notes, in the class, I will give you summary. It will give you add value to the notes. So write down the notes itself somewhere. Use your pen and write in the, that's why a lot of empty space is there, you see. So in the Bahiranga Sadhana, what is summary? Now you can quickly summarize. Capsule. What are they? I will do my Nitya Karma properly. Morning to evening, my timetable. Of course, I will do all other work. I will go buy vegetables, I'll do all the things, go to office, everything. But I will allocate certain time for all the Nitya Karma. Daily, what? Religious duties. Clear? Are we clear on this? Sir, no? Usha, madam, clear? That's why if you're retired, you should be happy. But many people hate retirement. Got retired. I don't know what to do. Mind is reeling. Bhagavan is saying, if you retire very nicely, spend more time for Nitya Karma. Correct? So that I will do, karma. Then I will practice karma yoga, if not 100%, at least some extent. How will I do? I will allocate certain practices that I'm doing only for Chitta Shuddhi, Ramesh Venkateshan. I keep saying. So have the practice of chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam on Saturdays and Ekadashi. Tomorrow is Ekadashi in India. Okay? So chant Lalita Sahasranamam during Fridays at least. And when you are chanting that, don't have any sankalpam that if I chant this Bhagavan, you give me money, you give me position. That kind of deal you don't do. Let me do this only for Chitta Shuddhi, only for purity of mind. Bhagavan, I am doing this, make my mind pure. That becomes karma yoga. Clear? Similarly, when you do some dhanam to some good institution, don't have any expectancy. Bhagavan is going to say later when you're going to study. So, Anupakarini, without any expectation, you give to good people the right time, right place. That is karma yoga. In every action, there is an element of karma yoga. I understand we are all people, worldly people, having a lot of desires. 100% we cannot do karma yoga, but can we practice in small pockets? Yes or no? Can 5 people acknowledge? Small things you can do, like your NKV sir is doing wonderful karma yoga. He's published a lot of books, free of cost is distributing, helping us write another Gita book for chanting. So karma yoga. Look at all our Gita team, our entire e-book team, Peetadipathi team, they're all doing karma yoga only. So when you do something without expectancy, without any monetary benefit, that is karma yoga. Clear? And you will not know now. It works in a very nice way. Adrishtapalam. I want a couple of our Gita notes people to say, are you feeling more happy now? When you write Gita notes after 3-4 months, how is the mind? Whenever you do that job, you complete it. No, your mind is getting more and more. Yes or no? Prabha Venkateshan, all no. Very good. See, when you participate in this good activities without expectation, you get purity of mind. That purity of mind will be fulfilling and give happiness. Clear? You understood now? Karma yoga, Chitta Shuddhi will come automatically. Then what you need to do next? Indriya Nigraham. That means what? Yes, I know all of us like to eat different things, see many things, hear many things. You put some control. Like you want to go out for eating maybe once in a week, once in 2 weeks. You not do it. Because sometimes also the ladies are bored. How long will I cook at home? What should I do? Cook. Can you keep on doing? Try and establish control slowly. Step by step. Don't suddenly say, no, I'll never go. Then they'll be all fighting in the house. Slowly you cut down. Bhagavan is going to say, Shanaihi uparame. Step by step, slowly you do. Then you establish control over what you will see, what you will hear, what you will eat, what you will taste, all those things. Clear? Try to simplify your life. Don't complicate your life. Then what happens? Indriya Nigraha happens. Then Mano Nigraham. The mind will start getting element of control. And so the experience is that once you become very disciplined, the mind will just go from what to do next. Because you got a clear timetable. When will the mind go in the wrong direction? Tell me. Krishna Iyer sir. When you have nothing else to do. Idle mind is devil's workshop, right? If you clearly pack your schedule from morning to night, yes or no? Suddenly, I'll give you a simple example. Ramesh Venkateshan Co. All very focused on work. If you don't have suddenly they declare unexpected holiday. Imagine you are about to go to work, eager to go to work. They declare holiday. What will you do? You will not know what to do, I'll tell you. Correct? You'll be doing that, seeing here, half sleeping, half eating, something. Yes or no? Then you're actually, today everybody is working from home. That's a different thing. You feel lost. You see, those who are working people, that day they give us and suddenly holiday. Suddenly you can't plan also. How can you then replan? Clear? Mano Nigraham. Then you should be able to put in a quick plan and say, I'm going to spend the next 8 hours. Even though I'm not working, what will I do usefully? Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you having clarity? Bhagavan is going to say all these things only. I'm only summarizing. Have a timetable. See, my Swamiji used to say, Swami Omkarananda used to say that one has a crystal clear clarity on what you are going to do next and consistently. Well, that's a simple tip to success. Your next action should be deliberate. It should be clear what you're going to do, and you should do that only. Nah, it's not you decide to do something and do something else. Then it becomes a problem. What happens normally? Early morning, say, today I will do chanting of Sahasranamam, I'll do Parayanam, I'll do Veda Parayanam, I'll do Surya Namaskara Mantram. And suddenly something pulls your mind, you forget. Correct? Am I right or wrong? It happens or not? More often than not, our plan goes for chaupat, we say, go for a toss. Nah. The toss of the IPL match, this also goes for a toss. Correct? It should not happen like that. So that's why I say you allocate time. If you want to see IPL match, allocate time for that. Not saying you should not do. Slowly only you can win over all these things. Correct? You're getting what I'm saying? That's called Indriya Nigraha, Mano Nigraha. And then these are the things if you do, then what happens? The mind will start getting matured. And the mind that is matured will wait to do dhyanam. Will ask for, okay, let me sit for meditation. Are you getting the point? It's like, no, you cannot eat the food directly, right? Can you take the rice and put it in the mouth? You have to go cook it, mix it with all spices, then only it is eatable. Correct, Madhu Harish? Similarly, the mind cannot go into meditation just like that. Suddenly close the eyes, all of you close the eyes, do that, do this. You cannot do meditation. And mind is something that is constantly in search of something to be occupied. Please think. Whenever you are awake, mind wants to go and hold on to something, yes or no? How do you engage the mind consistently? Make it sattvic and make it prepared for dhyanam. My Paramata will say prepared. Palagat pronunciation. Prepared. Okay? Prepared for dhyanam. Clear? Is it clear now? What is Bahiranga Sadhana? All these things, preparation of the mind. Naturally, it is not an artificial or forcible or something like punishment. Are you getting what I'm saying? You all go back to school days. Whenever there is exam, you have to go. If you are really interested in good marks, to sit down and study, revise again by heart. So or no? You say, when will this exam end? It's like almost like half punishment. When the exam is finished, you ask all the children now, they finish all the exams. 12th class exam, I got freedom at last. Correct? This is not like that. There is no freedom. Actually, you will get permanent freedom. If your mind is properly managed, consistently, Bahiranga Sadhana, your mind will be permanently free. You may be doing all the actions. Name parthasti kartavyam trishulokeshu kinchana. Dhanamaptam avaptavyam vartaye vacha karmani. Remember some sloka we studied somewhere? Somewhere you heard this. Name parthasti kartavyam trishulokeshu kinchana. Bhagavan says, I have nothing to gain or nothing to lose by doing any work. My mind is permanently free. Even then I continue to work more than anybody else in the world. How is Bhagavan able to do? 322, Meenakshi Manam. Put that sloka as a reference. Inspiration sloka for you. That is the state you need to reach. Clear? So Bhagavan has now come here in the first 3 slokas. Bhagavan has said, what is sannyasam? So who is sannyasi? Quickly answer. We'll go to the next sloka. According to Bhagavan, a sannyasi is equal to karma yogi, an expert karma yogi. Very good, Rajan sir. Expert karma yogi is equal to sannyasi. No external vesham is required. And if you're a sannyasi without karma yogi, being karma yogi, useless. If you're karma yogi, don't have external sannyasi, no problem. Clear? Then, so no desires. Very good. Sannyasi, very good. Sannyasi karma yogi is equal to what? Sankalpa sannyasi. That means what is all the sankalpam, all the fanciful desires and thoughts have been removed. Then Bhagavan introduced the word arurukshoho. Write down. Arurukshaha and arudhaha. I told you, no? I want to read only one sentence from Shankara Bhashyam. Acharya says, arurukshoho arudham icchataha. Because, now be very careful now. So, There are two words. What are they? Shloka number 3. Arurukshoho and arudhaha. Both are actually similar, but slight difference in meaning. Arurukshoho arodhum icchataha. That means what? One is interested to occupy, achieve that peak, achieve that state. Arudha means who has already achieved that state. Clear? Huh? Arodhum icchataha. Are you getting the point? I'm only giving small nuggets from Shankara Bhasham. So nicely, Acharya so many things. So no time for that. For interested people, I'll do special class. No, sometime later. Tomorrow morning after the morning class, I'll take some time. But wonderful. These are all things you write down. I told you, Vyutpatti. What is Vyutpatti? Visheshena Utpattihi. How a word is formed. It's very rare word. You will not find this word very much. Have you heard this word anywhere? Kiran Goparaju, Arurukshoho. That's why I'm pointing out all these things for you. You don't need to waste time going to Shankara Bhasham. Clear? Huh? Now, Arurukshoho. One is interested to scale the peak of Yogam, Dhyana Yogam. Karma Yoga should be practiced. So I keep saying consistently, practice Karma Yoga as much as possible. For a person who has established himself or herself in Dhyana Yogam, what is required? All your Bahiranga sadhana should be like what? Drinking water. Initially, if I give you now schedule, what are the Bahiranga sadhana? You will go and see, not possible. You will say, correct? Saudhamani madam, correct? Saugandhi madam. Very difficult. Then you start practicing for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. After that, you will enjoy that practice. Then what? Become Arudha. You become expert in Bahiranga sadhana. That's when you become Arudha. Clear? So far, is it clear? Now, Bhagavan wants to explain the self-certification process for a Yoga Rudhaha. Who is a Yoga Rudhaha? Totally some Sanskrit terms I'm introducing. Can you put in the chat box, anybody? One who has scaled the peak of Yogam. What Yogam? Dhyana Yogam. Clear? Huh? One who has scaled, one has achieved proficiency in Dhyana Yoga. Suppose you say, sir, now I am very, very, very comfortable to practice Dhyanam every day. How can I say that I have reached a state? That means what? I am now practicing all the Bahiranga sadhanas naturally, without any forcible effort, without thinking it's a punishment. Radha Sagar, correct? Whenever you put 𝐒𝐤𝐵𝐢 or no, for your child, you see first 3-4 months, do Sandhyavandhanam? No, I won't do. They will rebel, correct? Yes or no? Anyway, seen? Sit down, exactly at 5:45. Sit down and do. No, they will not do. So now sloka number 4, write down, is self-certification for having achieved. No audio, you're not able to hear me? Somebody says, you cannot hear me. Somebody is saying audio. Arey bhai, please check with other people. No, don't put. Okay. Somebody answer. Somebody. See, it's a very serious subject. If you deviate, I'll not be able to give you right direction. Please. Okay. When somebody puts it, watch the chat and tell that person, audio is okay. You check your instrument. Thank you. Okay. So, how do you achieve proficiency? How can you certify yourself? Correct? Suppose you are going to go and join a college. They will give you a certificate in the previous level that you are certified to go to engineering by getting what? Good marks in your 12th standard, passing entrance exam. Correct? Ramesh Venkatesh is specialist in that. He has passed many exams, then PhD and all. Right? So he knows how to go. Similarly, for this, how do I certify myself, Bala Natarajan? That is this shloka. Now observe very carefully. So, Bhagavan is saying, eligibility. No, it's not eligibility criteria. It is certification criteria. Eligibility is all the 3 things we did till now. Are you understanding? Eligibility is for Arurukshoho. This is Arudha. That's why I'm repeating. You have to get these terms well entrenched in the mind. What is Arurukshoho? Who's trying to scale the peak. For example, suppose you're climbing Mount Everest. You are still Arurukshoho to reach the peak of Mount Everest. Is the experience and the practice the same for a person who is working hard to reach the peak and the person has gone there and planted the flag? Is it different or not? Like that. So this person who is now an excellent practitioner of dhyana, arudhaha, what are the key indicatory marks? That means what? So it's a self-testing. Have I got 1, 2, 3? All what are they? Bhagavan says, indeed, when one is interested neither in sense objects nor in their pursuits. That's what I told you just now. So mastery over sense organs will make sure that mind doesn't run behind different sense objects. What are the different sense objects? All of you quickly. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. Shabdam, this kind of music only I want to listen. Rap song, that thing, this thing, correct? Some people keep on, like to keep on, listening and watching what? All these arguments. Patti mandram. Bhagi madam. They like all these unnecessary, this, conversations. Which is more important? Ramesh Venkateshan? After getting married, wife is important and mother is important. Some they'll put on no patti mandram. You keep on enjoying debate. Some people like that. No, political debate. Correct, Muthuswami. The election season. Somebody keeps on following only that. So, Shabdam, Sparsham, Sparsham means, what all I need to, how you feel, the sense of the skin that is wants to enjoy. Then what? Rupam, very clearly. Very, very clear. What kind of film you want to see. Now, is there still all the serial is going on? Long drawn, big mega serial is going on. TV Pagal, no, they'll be waiting for that. That is Rupam. Clear? Then Rasam, what all to eat, when, how, different kinds of food. Made it very easy nowadays. Door delivery. Imagine the person who is delivering is kicking the food in the foot. Do you all remember? See, he's getting the food in a scooter and putting it on the base of his leg and then bringing you all eat it. Ashuddham. Swiggy, Zomato, Parango. Tomato, how doing? Please imagine. That's what is happening. So slowly you will get out of all those things. That is why we say, now go back. Now all of you, go back to your olden days. Why did your grandmother and all do all the bhakshanam at home itself? Rajasagar, your own grandmother did all this, chakti, cold blood. How? Why? Because you eat it. You have got interest, but eat it shuddham. What is satvikam? Correct? Are you getting the point? Both hygiene and also sattvic food. Otherwise, you'll go outside and eat. Thank all your grandmothers today at least. How noble service they have done for all of us. Clear? Please understand. So, rasam. Rasam. Rasamayam. Tasmat Purushaha Anna Rasamayaha. What is it saying? Then Gandham. Rajasagar, so many different types of Gandham is there. All that. So you are interested in all these things. Slowly you have to work your way out. Don't get what? Engulfed. Don't get addicted to any of these things. Keep it sattvic and follow. Okay, that's what should happen. So when one is not interested either in sense objects or in pursuit of them, that is why it's called Shama and Dama. Write down. Without naming them, Bhagavan is saying Shama and Dama. So one is what? One, when it is in front of you, you are not falling for it. Are you getting the point? There's a wonderful saying, write down, Ken. If you don't stand up for something, you will fall for everything. Okay? You stand up to the fact that I will be disciplined. I will not let my mind loose and get into all these unnecessary things. So what happens? That is not interested when they are in front of you. That is called Dhamma. Write down. Self-control. And Shama is when even though the item is not in front of you, mind will be hankering after that. Yes or no? Even though it is not in front of you, mind will be fanciful. Oh, that is good, it will be good, it should happen. Correct? So please understand. So both are important. They are called Shama, Dhamma and Shama. First is Dhamma, when you are not interested in sense in front of you. Second is mind is not hankering. Write down this sloka, reference for you, Gita reference. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. You get all these things can. Tough work, a lot of work. Relocated also. That's why I give you all those references here itself. You don't need homework. Huh? Bhagavan says, Vishaya vinivartante, 259, very good. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha. So when I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm sleeping in the bed, I don't have good health, doctor will say, no ice cream, no bhaji pakoda, no oily food. You will give up all that. That time the taste is what? Forcibly withdrawn. Correct? No, Brahma, correct? After you come out, you will see all other people having ice cream, pakoda bhaji. Wait, let me come out after this fever. I will take double than all of you. Correct? Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Only when you understand the ultimate truth, naturally the interest for all this will fall off, and then shamaha will increase. Clear? I mean, between shama and dama, temporary suspension is what? Dama. Permanently getting out is what? Shamaha. Clear? Sadaiva vasanat tyagaha. You understanding? That's wonderful. He is done in Viveka. Anyway, Bhagavan is also touching same thing here. Clear? So Bhagavan is saying these two things. When one is neither interested in sense objects nor in pursuit of them, then that renouncer, the person has become a renouncer of all fanciful thoughts. No more imagination. If that happens, this I get, that I get, I'll be happy. Because what is happening? You are trying to create virtual happiness. Yes or no? Look, all the social media, what they do in Facebook, this, that. Present yourself something else. NRS, correct? Go to some party, take photographs. Please. All of you see, like. Many people should like. Many people don't like, they'll argue. 100 people liked me, 200 people liked you. You see, it's happening or not? I'm not in. People say. So create virtual world, virtual happiness, virtual, it will melt and go away. Look at yourself and try. That's why we say, for permanent happiness, all these steps are required. Virtual world will not give you anything. Please understand that. Clear? That's why we are still not on Facebook. And again, no, they're still not on Facebook. People are saying we should do something about it. Let us see. Hopefully we'll come one day there also. But they'll come to that, at least Brahmavidya virtual world and leave the other virtual world. Brahmavidya virtual world. So all these fanciful thoughts, the person is a renouncer. When you achieve this state, more or less, comfortably, Bhagavan says, you have reached Dhyana Yoga. That means what? Your Bahiranga sadhana is complete. Naturally, you will be in Dhyanam. I'll tell you my experience. Even when you go to any place, temple, anywhere, you should be able to withdraw from the world within half a second. And you close the eyes, the whole world disappears. And you can go into meditation. If your Bahiranga sadhana has been done consistently well throughout, always. Clear? Just takes half a second for a dhyana yogi to withdraw from any activity to go into dhyanam. So that morning 5 minutes is very easy. Very easily you can withdraw. Are you getting the point? You would have some amount of involvement. Suppose I'm doing Gita class, I have to at least remember what sloka, what. If I don't even say that, you'll think, what is this fellow speaking? To that extent, the mind has to involve. But next minute, can be able to withdraw everything and go into meditation. Clear? For that, mastery over what? Sense objects, sense organs, and the mind is required. So Bhagavan is saying self-certification for a person to achieve proficiency to do dhyanam consistently. Clear? This is the sloka, meaning. Let us see whether Bhagavan told this or not. So we do Padavivaga. We don't do any, gas here. Clear? Okay. Now, yada hi na indriyartheshu. Indriya artham, write down. Indriyam means what? Sense organ. Artham means object. Indriya artham means sense objects. Objects that are desired by the different senses, which will then go and put a picture in the mind, and then the mind starts enjoying, reveling. How nice. So, yada hi na indriyartheshu. One word. Na karmasu. 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 Anushajjate. All very good words. Anushajjate. The nakaram should underline. There are two nakarams. Yada hi na. Put a circle. Indriyartheshu. Na. Another circle. Karma. Karmasu. Anushajjate. Clear? Ah? Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Can you draw a parallel? Bhagavan also told same thing in the previous one. Sanyasta sankalpaha. Connect with sloka number 2. Nahi sanyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. Sanyasta sankalpaha is put differently here. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Are you getting? Now Bhagavan is so beautifully playing with the words. You should enjoy. Then only mastery of Gita is possible. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Yoga rudhaha. What is yoga rudhaha? Where is the word? Yoga rudhasya. Shloka number 3. Are you seeing how consistent development Gita? Yoga rudhaha. Tada uchyate. Now you see, there is yada, tada. When yada comes, look for word tada. Tada is yes or no? Yada, tada. Can you see how nicely now? If you now learn Gita like this, you will not forget this sloka for life. Yes or no? Again. Now you see. Now Anvaya. Hi yada anushajjate na indriyartheshu. So negative. So hi yada anushajjate na indriyartheshu. 1. Na karmasu. Supply anushajjate. Anushajjate na karmasu. Clear? Tada sarva sankalpa sannyasi uchyate yoga rudhaha. What a nice word. Tada uchyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rudhaha. That is when you say that that person has scaled the peak of dhyana yoga. Clear? Now let us see the meaning. Hi yada. Hi means what? Verily, indeed. That means what? This has to happen. Necessary criteria. And if it happens, automatically that state is reached. So the indeed is a what exclamatory mark. You say no? There is 2 ways of saying anything. I got first rank. Simply saying that. I got first rank. Difference. So that is the difference. Bhagavan is so happy. Indeed. So he yada when anushajjate. Anushajjate means one is interested, one is connected to, one is sticking to, one is in what? Pursuit of. Anushajjam na anusarati shajjam. That means what? Connecting, sticking. So one is interested in what? Na indriyartheshu. Neither in sense objects. That means what? Not interested in sense objects. Are you getting the point? One is interested neither in sense objects is the same as not interested in sense objects. Nah. Nah. See, now very easily your children will get uninterested in certain sense objects. Nah. Keep on giving them idli every day. I've lost all interest in food. I will not eat idli anymore. Correct? They will say that. Yes or no? Right or wrong? That is why in our Vedanta or religious method, we say people should grow over the attachment. Forcibly, you cannot do much. Bhajatu kamah kamanam upabhogena shamyati. One has to get the vivekam vairagyam to grow over any of these addictions or passions. So this person is a state where no longer the person is interested in any sense object. That means what? Sir, will he not see, will he not eat, will he not sleep, will he not take bath, or will he not do anything? He will do everything. What is the attitude? Krishna here, functional, not emotional. I have to survive, so I am eating healthy food. Now, there are 2 categories, right? Jagat Trivedi. People eat to live or live to eat. Nah. Which category we belong? Nah. खाने के लिए जीवन कर रहे हैं? No, yeah. जीवन करने के लिए खाना है कर रहे हैं. What are we doing? You know, huh? So please understand this person. Only one example I give. Only food only I can extend it to all other aspects in your life. So one is neither interested. One is neither in sense objects. Na karma su. Here karma su means action orientation in pursuit of sense organs, sense objects. That means what? Remember, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammohaha sammohat prati vibhramaha prati bhramshat buddhinashaha buddhinashat pranashyati. What did Bhagavan say earlier? Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. Dhyayata means what? In the mind. It is a virtual fancy. It is not there in front of you. Has it happened or not? Then once the fancy gets into the mind, then karma su, your action orientation to acquire that will start getting into your system. Yes or no? Suppose you get in the, sometimes you imagine, if you have this what, in a car, electronic car, a new car you want to buy. Okay, that enters the mind. Put that, no, he's bought a new car. Tesla, okay, I want to buy. Mind the Tesla picture is there. Then what you do? What happens then? Karma su. You will do whatever it takes, or no? Immediately you'll go look at all the other things, comparison, you all done, finally get ready. Nothing wrong in buying. Again, I will encourage you buying. I'm blessing you have a good car. Very important in US. For example, clear? So like that, it's a good thing. I always give good desire as example. Bad desire, you only have to put it, replace it with that. Correct? Are you getting my point? Ram Subbu, class regular clear? So you replace it with other things. So once it enters the mind, am I right or wrong? Difficult to get it out of the mind. Am I right or wrong? Can 5 of you say yes or no? Anything can be good or bad. Once it enters, difficult. So this person, what? Even mentally, the person is not interested nor in the pursuits physically. Clear? So the mind also doesn't appear. Once, that means what? Write down. Complete mastery over sense organs and the mind. So what I told just before this. Indriya Nigraham, Mano Nigraham has been done perfectly. How does it happen? Next question. This can happen only by two things. Vivekam and Vairagyam. Vivek means what? When you apply the intellect through study of Shastras, understand all these will ultimately have not much value. Correct? Anything you see, people interested in Cadbury's chocolate, keep on eating. How much Cadbury's can eat? Then they become what? Obesity. Correct? Then all problems start. Correct? But they won't realize. Before eating, nobody realizes. Keep on eating. One day only, then they'll say, why I should not have done. Like that. Clear? You what? You are an intelligent person. Satish, who is an intelligent person after getting to trouble, dropping it, or before trouble you drop it? Who is intelligent? So you are intelligent. Clear? So now in their pursuit, tada, then Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. So Bhagavan gives a title to the person. The person has renounced all fanciful thoughts. Uchyate. So Bhagavan is not saying, I am saying. Person is said to be Uchyate. Yoga Rudhaha. Yoga plus Arudhaha. Yoga Rudhaha. Dhyana Yoga has reached the state of Dhyana. That means what? He is now excellently, naturally prepared for Dhyana Yoga. That means what? Incidentally should sit for meditation. Radhika Mukund understood? No. Incidentally, person will sit for 5-10 minutes. But the natural state of mind is always ready for Dhyanam. Dhyanam, anytime, within seconds, you can close and go into Dhyanam. That's all. You will not know what is happening around. Are you getting what I'm saying? For us, it will take a lot of effort to get to the stage, but you will get there provided you follow all these principles correctly. Now, is Bhagavan not giving you all right steps? 1, 2, 3, what all to do? See, if the hankering is there left in the mind, The mind won't go naturally to meditation. It will go to meditation of the object only. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. Meditation will not be on what we are going to now discuss, Atma Surupam or some other thing, but the meditation will be on that. Yes or no? Many of you learn meditation. What I call that meditation? One is called as traditional, another is commercial meditation. Go and sit down meditation and see what something will come in the mind. You will not know how to take it out. Because they have not taught you what are the preparatory steps. Clear? Uchyate yoga ruda. Now you know what all you need to do to naturally go into meditative state. That means what? You slip into meditation. But again, you will not know. Naturally be meditative. Clear? Let's stand this. Go to the next one. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yeda Hinendriyartheshu Nakarmasvanu Shajjate Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi Yoga Rudhastadochyate. Now, how to get to that state? You see, Bhagavan teaching, I am telling you, these slokas I would have probably studied maybe 100 times. Even then, every time you read these slokas, they are like so powerful. Most important sloka in Bhagavad Gita, sloka number 5, chapter number 6. Write down now. Put an important mark there. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Uddharedatmanatmanam Natmanam avasadayet Atmaivakhyatmano bandhuhu Atmaivaripuratmanaha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Uddharedatmanatmanam Natmanam avasadayet Atmaivahyatmano bandhuhu Atmaivaripuratmanaha.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Now, all of us together. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Uddharedatmanatmanam Natmanam avasadayet Atmaivakhyatmana bandhuhu Atmaivaripuratmanaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So Bhagavan is reading Arjuna's mind and also our mind. You're all saying, Bhagavan, you're saying so easily. You have this sense organ, sense object, mind control, all these things easily established in Yoga Rudha. How is it possible? Impossible. You're thinking, no? Yes or no? At least 50% are thinking. They are all these impossible, sir. What is the key for this? Bhagavan is saying here, you have to uplift yourself from your lower mind to the higher mind. All of you please listen, whoever it is writing, first learn, then you can write. Okay. You have got two characteristics in your own self. One is called the lower mind, which gets involved in worldly activities, worldly pursuits, pursuit of sense objects, pursuit of all lower level things. Yes or no? The human being, we have got both together, punyam and papam, because of which the papa karma, what you have done, that will take you in the lower direction. Yes or no? It's called lower mind. You got a higher mind also, which is making you sit and study all the shastras. Only thing is, the higher mind is not establishing control of your mind, your activities, your thoughts 100% of the time. Yes or no? Are you with me? Or you understand structure of mind? Clear? So, Bhagavan is saying, more and more you focus on a higher state of mind. And what is that higher state of mind? The higher state of mind is what is tuned to Shastram, knows what is dharmam, adharmam consistently, then slowly knows what is Atma, Anatma, what is real, what is unreal, where should the mind go, what activity should the mind be engaged. So or no? More or less 80-90% are disciplined. 10% here and there it goes away. Am I right or wrong? The more and more you're sticking to a proper schedule, including other activities, you would easily establish control over your lower mind by virtue of the higher mind, which is now what? Guru Shastra Upadishta Susamskrita Manaha. Write down. The higher mind, in Sanskrit, first I'm saying, Guru Shastra Upadishta Susamskrita Manaha. Means what? That mind which has been sanctified. Susamskritaha. By what? Guru Shastra Upadishta. That has been given the knowledge of Shastras through Guru Upadesham. Very important word Acharya uses. Guru Shastra Upadishta Susamskrita Manaha. That's why I say, attend Satsangam, learn Shastra directly from Guru. The more and more and more you're spending time, the more and more your higher mind becomes more powerful. Or you're not able to see in the last 1 year, or you're not able to be in a better state of mind, better control, lesser depressive moods. Yes or no? Practice. Are you able to see? When you remind yourself of what Bhagavan is saying in Bhagavad Gita, all that you have learned, Upanishads, people who learn Taittiriya Upanishads, all those things. Brahmavidya apnoti param tadesha bhyukta. Just remember, imagine, Brahmavit param apnoti. Person knows Brahman, attains everything, attains the highest, greatest. That one sentence, when it enters the mind, your mind is totally, removed of all the other lower thinking. Yes or no? Again, if you just can do meditation, Brahmavit param apnoti. Avladhan. I can go into silence for the next half an hour. Class lagadu. Correct? Means the mere mention of the word Brahman and you reach the highest state itself is enough to take you away from the world. Sundarama has done all the Taittiriya class. Correct? Like that, there are so many wonderful, inspirational statements, slokas in Bhagavad Gita. That's why we pick up all these things. Why we chant the first 6 slokas? Teshameva anukampartham. Dhyanam panano. Now, once you now know the meaning and get that into the mind, Bhagavan himself is going to enter the mind and get me Atma Jnanam. Just 5 minutes to spend the time thinking about it. Your mind will not go into any worldly thing. Yes or no? How is it possible? Guru Shastra Upadishta Susamskrita Manaha. You attended Gita class, learned the Shastra systematically through Guru, understood the meaning, and you are convinced. Importantly, correct? Any amount of saying will not help. Are you convinced or not? Are you all convinced today what Bhagavan is saying is correct? The right direction is giving. Gita is my what? 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚. We'll say in Tamil, no? The way shown by the Bhagavad Gita. Understand that. So higher mind. So Bhagavan is saying, one should uplift oneself by oneself. Shloka is difficult to understand. What is oneself by oneself? There's only oneself. O-N-E-S-E-L-F is one word of 2 words. Unless oneself is O-N-E-S-E-L-F. You're understanding? I'm not able to say. I'm going to have a board here. Here, what it means is, Bhagavan is saying, here Atma means the mind. Clear? So there is one mind which is a lower mind, correct? Another is the higher mind. Use your higher mind to win over your lower mind. That means what? It is all within you only. That's why I say, when you're in Satsangam, when you're the Guru and all, Guru will always, at least when you're in Satsangam, Gita class, your mind doesn't wander, right? Hopefully. Correct? Money, Manam Bona Bokile, Bogalama. I don't go. Correct? When I'm always asking you a question, also, that's why I'm asking, answer this question, put in chat box. Why am I saying this? Mind will not go away somewhere. Correct? After the Gita class, nobody is there to monitor. Nobody danda pakadke, nobody chasing you. Don't mind, don't go anywhere. So what you should do? You should use your higher mind. It has learned all the Shastras to control the lower mind. So Bhagavan says, you have, that means what? Now write down important statement. Our Sanatana Dharma, Vedic wisdom, Vedic view of life, puts a lot of emphasis on Purushartham. Write down. Self-effort is the underlying principal foundation. In fact, though we know a lot of Jyotish Shastram about future, about fate and all those things, our emphasis in Shastras is what? Self-effort, not fatalistic. You know the 2 things? One is, which one will win? Will my effort win or fate will win? Your effort will win. That's what Shastras say. If your effort is not winning, then where is the problem? There is a problem in our effort. There is a problem in Shraddha. Fate or free will, your free will win. Correct, Ken? Provided what is required, you are doing the right things. See, free will also means doing wrong things also, no? Aruna, you're getting the point? Tasmat shastram pramanante karya karyam vyavasthato. Somebody is on mute. Who is the coordinator? Please. Thank you. So, with shastric upadesham in the mind, use your self-effort, free will on the right path. That is what Bhagavan is underlining. You should uplift yourself with your higher mind, uplift you from the lower mind. The mind is not properly engaged in good activities, it will go to the lower mind. Correct? Automatically. Yes or no? Nah. Let's be frank. So raise it, and then what? Bhagavan says one should not lower oneself by oneself. That means what? You should not allow your lower mind to take control of you as an individual. Correct? If you do some mistake and somebody catches you, you cannot say, sir, my lower mind did this, sir. My higher mind is very good, sir. So leave me. You can say that again. He says, I'll put the lower mind in the jail now. So your higher mind should be able to control all your actions, thoughts, word, deed, kaya, vacha, manasa. So you should not lower yourself in what? Don't lower mind to take control of you. So Bhagavan is saying here beautifully, your own mind is your best friend. Your higher mind is your best friend. Your lower mind is your worst enemy. Where is your friend? Where is your enemy? It is your own mind. Mana eva manushyanam karanam baddha mokshayoho. Amrita Bindu Upanishad. This says, your mind is the cause for you. For what? Bandham, to bind you, take you lower, make your life more sorrowful, difficult. The same mind is what can free you totally with jnanam and eternal happiness. Now you know the power of the mind? Why the human being's mind, the most powerful instrument Bhagavan has given, which you use very little. Correct? I mean, we are using only, people say, as you grow older and older, you use only 2-3%. If you are in the age of Madhuhari's sons, Abhirat and Arnav, they are using 60-70%, they say. Children, you use the mind more percentage. Science says that. Somebody can know, tell me clearly. But that's what is happening. We are not using our mind. We are making mental fatigue. Mental fatigue. Intellectual, what? Bereftness. No intellect at all. We don't want this intellect. What to do? Go on working hard, something you do, then finally, what is there? Can't something. Can't. Then that comes and takes control, and then that keeps on dominating you. See what is happening. Clear? That's why the mind should be kept energetic. 24/7. Romba kashtam. Very difficult or not? Atish Nischal? Yen madbeko? Be with good people, be with good thoughts, good ideas. And it's not to be only religious or spiritual. Even something, I tell you, take, for example, analyze all our astronomy, astrology. Take some interesting things. That is why in our Vedic studies, please understand, not only Veda mantras, our rishis have designed a wonderful system which knows psychology, emotions of people. They talked about the angam, the limbs of Vedas. And LV sir, Shiksha, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Jyotish, Chandasam, Upavedas, Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda, all your music, dance, everything. People interested in health, focus on health, what all to do, good things. Even that is also good. Please understand, your mind should be put in sattvic active, whichever is your taste. Somebody likes music, learn more and more music. Understand all the kritis properly, their meaning. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you're interested in grammar, Sanskrit grammar, try to know a little more. Shiksha Shastram, how to chant properly. And you understand the great richness of Vedic culture, psychological thought of our rishis. They said, simply keep on chanting. Come morning, sit down, chant 2 hours. After that, you take some milk, then chant again. You say, no, I don't want, you go away. Because your mind wants some variety. So they do Vyakaranam, Sandhi, Samasa, all those things. Right? Then if you want to know, if you're interested in music, learn music. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are bhai? Following what I'm saying? So it's not only studying Gita, Upanishad always. Don't think that is what I'm asking you to do. Take up things that are interesting to your mind, elevating, not taking your mind down. Are you understanding? There are so many aspects. Write down today, Subhashita. என்ன ராஜசாகர்? காவிய சாஸ்திர வினோதேன காலோ கச்சதி தீமதாம் வியசனேன ச மூர்க்கேன நித்ரயா கலஹேனவா. பாத்தீங்களா? என்ன எப்பயோ 20 years back, not 20, 30 years எனக்கு again the slogan when I was 6 years old, my first Sanskrit master taught me. இன்னும் மைண்ட்ல இருக்கு பாருங்க. என்ன சதீஷ் நிச்சல், ரைட் டவுன். வாட் டிட் ஐ சே ரைட் நவ? என்ன காவிய சாஸ்திர வினோதேன காலோ கச்சதி தீமதாம். Can somebody get it now? What happened to our chat GPT, Google and all? என்னாச்சு? That means what? Dhimatam. Who have got to focus on intellect, the higher mind, who want to keep the higher mind engaged. Sundar Mama, Kavya Shastra Vinodena. That's why Kalidasa's Shakuntalam, Abhignan Shakuntalam, Raghuvamsham, those slokas you take. Upama Kalidasas, yeah, every sloka has got Upama. Upama Upma Gadeze. Upama means simile is there. Understand? Like Guruji used to say so many beautiful things. என்ன போஜராஜன் கூடுவான், he'll call Kalidasa, give 3 padam and say in 1 padam you have to complete the entire meaning. Kalidasa will complete it beautifully. If you're interested in kavyam, go that route. If you're interested in another shastram, kavya shastra, all shastram, shilpa shastram, gandharva shastram, sangeeta shastram, anything you take, jyotish shastram, some people interested in jyotisham, right? Astrology, what does the future say? Take Parashara Hora Shastra, study all those things some point in time. What is Parashara Hora Shastra? Investigate. Are you getting what I'm saying? Ram Nam Subbu, develop interest. Brihat Hora Shastram, Brihat Jatakam. So many things are there. So spend your mind in the right pursuit. Are you getting? Can 5 people say yes or no? So now what you should do? You also should know, go internal and what will engage my mind positively without going to negative direction. Take those, put it in a list. That's why we tell children, teach them music, teach them all these different art forms. Some people like painting, do that. Higher mind, clear? So far clear? So you should uplift yourself by your own higher mind. You should uplift yourself from the lower mind. You should not succumb to the lower mind and lower yourself, because the mind, higher mind, here self is Atma is mind. Mind is higher mind is the friend of oneself, and the lower mind is the worst enemy. So you don't need to say that person came and spoiled my mind, sir. Sir, I was doing proper japam, sir. He called me for something. I went away, sir. Don't blame that person. Who should be blamed for anything? Sukasya dukkasya nakopi data. Hey, that Subhash, you got it or not? Kavya Shastra, you know, I'm trying to see. Nobody could put it. Nobody got it? Somebody has put it. Ken. Urupa, correct. Kalamal has put it. Very good. Very good. Kalam Nidra. Very good. Patingla. Kalam is smarter. Very good. Note down that. See, learning Subhashita. I used to do every day on Subhashita and all should by heart. Then when you opportune time, you should come to the mind. Recollection is happening correctly or not, that is next level. All that you do, I think life is very interesting, at least for me. I have never had a dull moment in life, in all my life so far. Never ever, never ever. 24/7. Sharing my experience. And I don't go out much nowadays. And again, I was traveling all over the world. No problem. Mind, please understand. Clear? So chant this sloka and we'll do Bhadavyagamya. So, Uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmai vahyatmano bandhu atmai varipuratmanaha. Can you do Bhadavyaga? Oh, umba time at the ba. We'll do Bhadavyaga next class. Too much of time. Okay, we'll stop here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam. Who's chanting today? Chanter. Who is chanting?
Guruji, 1 minute, Guruji. I'm yet to co-host the person.
Okay. He's involved in the class. You see, his mind is totally engrossed. What is the name of the person? He will help you.
Malati Vishwanathanji. I'm going to co-host.
Malati madam. Ready irukanga chant பண்ணுங்க. Canada. Chant பண்ணுங்க. 13th chapter. Sri Krishna. சொல்லுங்க. Very nice. அன்மியூட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. நீங்களே அன்மியூட் யுவர் செல்ஃப். முடியலையா கோஸ் பண்ணுங்கப்பா. ஓகே.
நமஸ்காரம் குருஜி. ஓகே. ஓம் ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணாய பரமாத்மனே நமஹ. அத த்ரயோதசோऽध्यायः क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञ विभागयोगः. श्री भगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते एतत्यो वेति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः. क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत. क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं यत्तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम. तत्क्षेत्रं यच्च यादृक् यद्विकारि यतश्च यत् स च यो यत्प्रभावश्च तत्समासेन मे शृणु. ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतं छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक्. ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः. महाभूतान्यहङ्कारः बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च. इन्द्रियाणि दशैकञ्च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः. इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखं सङ्गातश्चेतना धृतिः. एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्. अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम्. आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः. ओम शांति शांति शांति.
Malati madam, you are chanting like an expert. When did you start chanting? சொல்லுங்க. இப்போல ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணீங்க கீதா chanting?
நான் இந்த கீதா கிளாஸ் ஆரம்பிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் நான் சான்ஸ்கிரிட் ரெகுலரா படிக்கிறதுக்கு ஆரம்பிச்சேன். ஸ்லோகங்கள்
பாத்தீங்களா? Can you see? Now look at madam. Madam is in Canada, not a place very congenial for all these studies. Shraddha is there. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. பாத்தீங்களா? How nicely has madam not chanted one, not in a single mistake. Every letter is perfect. Superb chanting.
I have to say thank you to Mrinalini ji too.
Very good.
The recording, she corrected it for me.
Very good. Madam is not there. Madam is there in the class. So look at, see how people are all karma yoga. Madam is not good karma. But anyway, but interest is there from your side. People are there to help. Can you see now? All of you? Age is not a barrier. You are in your hands. See, we got two different contrasting in India, morning and evening. Madhu Harish, two young children, inspiration. Malati madam, another inspiration. All of them are in different part of the world. Let us draw inspiration from all this wonderful chanting. And I don't want to tax Malati madam because Malati can do lead chanting, but madam is doing a lot of good work. Madam is doing the final notes, everything. And madam is free, we can ask them to chant for lead chanting. But wonderful chanting, very good. And all of you, now you know how to keep the mind energetic, positive. Energy, energize. So you got some tips and tools. Just see where the mind is going, what point in time. It's wonderful. The science of management of mind. Kiran Goparaju? Okay. So shortly we'll start planning for Shankara Jayanti. Lakshmi Narasimhan chant pandringla. We'll put a program. Who all can chant Shankara stotras? Please send your name and the Shankara stotra you can chant to Ken. Ken, put your mobile number. So we will have some people chanting Shankara stotras. We'll celebrate on a holiday or some other day. We will not do it on a working day. That you all busy. Not exactly we can do on the Shankara Jayanti day, but we'll do it on a holiday. And then we'll now understand greatness of Shankara. This time I'll take some special aspect of Shankara, okay, that you will all not know. I'll take up that and we'll discuss about. You all want to know about greatness of Shankara? So many facets of Shankara. Balu, one great. Now, how did he analyze different no philosophies. The kind of mastery he had over all the philosophies. Where did people go wrong? We'll try to understand. It's very elevating. So, no, how to spend the mind, right direction. We'll do that or some other topic we'll take. We'll celebrate Shankara Jayanti. Right on Vaishaka Shukla Panchami. Vaishaka Masam Shukla Paksham Panchami is Shankara Jayanti. We cannot do it. It's a working day. We can't do on that day. We will do on a holiday. Clear? So far clear? All of you are all inspired now to take the mind in the right direction. What is the meaning of the sloka? Kavya Shastra Vinodena Kalo Gacchati Dhimatam. People who are intelligent people, elevated people, will spend the time on Kavya and Shastra. Means all these intellectual things. Vyasanevacha murkhanam nidraya khalahenava. So people who are foolish people always spend time worrying. Or what? Kalaha mutrade. You don't know? Satish. Kalaha madudu Kannadadalli heltira. Koli, write in the chat box. Something, you give a complaint about somebody. Kalaham. No, what is it in English, pa? Jagala pa. Means, no. Complaining and creating that, what is it? Saying something about something. Avaduru, no? Kodi mutrade, correct. God, gossip. Kodi mutrade, na Kannadadalli heltira. Chadi heladala, Nara Kirik Mala. So basically, you say, see this person, I found him with that person there. It's called Kalahamutru. Nidraya Kala. They spend the time either sleeping or creating all this disturbance or spending time on sorrow. That is what? Aspect of a foolish person. What intelligence? Kavya Shastra Vinodena. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So what? In another less than 12 hours? Come back and learn what is Shraddha. Shastra Shraddha, Guru Shraddha. Enna LV sir? Nice. You all enjoyed the class or not? You get tips and tools how to manage the mind. The most difficult thing. Yeah. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamujjate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatchate. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta San Mangalani. Narayana.